about that particular point, but let's move this beyond Greece now and look at, Paul Mason, your theories about the signs that you are outlining in your book, which indicate that we're moving towards a post-capitalist world. Give us a quick kind of indication of what those signs are.
Well, look, let me just take you back 500 years. Suppose 500 years ago we were looking at banks, credit, companies. We'd have been seeing something that didn't quite fit into or 600 years, didn't quite fit into the world of Richard III or Henry VIII even. They were things that were slightly unofficial, looked quite dangerous and quite inconsequential. They became capitalism. The things that I'm describing are the three things, really. First of all, the delinking of work from wages. So many of us who do information jobs, we are paid to exist, not to turn up at a certain time and go away at a certain time. The other thing is information goods are very difficult to price. There is an argument very, very central to mainstream economics since 1990, the work of Paul Romer, which says information goods are profoundly different and they're very difficult to price in a normal way. And the final thing is the emergence of these new forms, which I argue are prefigurative forms. I'm not saying we're in a post-capitalist world. I'm saying that we're seeing new forms of economic activity. And Uber is one, Patrick mentions. Let's not get too excited about Uber. To me, Uber is the Alta Vista of what is about to come. We're going to see much more interesting things and possibly less capitalist things than Uber itself.
Well, what do you mean by that, the Alta Vista, Paul?
Well, Alta Vista was a search engine that people who are old like me remember being really excited about until a little upstart came along called Google. I think what I'm saying is that in the early phase of tech revolutions, you could get very excited about BlackBerry mobile phones at one point. They're virtually non-existent now. So let's not get too fixated on these. The early Uber and Airbnb are very clearly capitalist forms of sharing economics. I argue that it'd be quite easy to replace them with non-capitalist forms of sharing economics.